Yeah, man. But that's what's that's what's most important about history. That's why it's most important for us to know our history, because his story is the key to his mind. That's another. They always say history is his story, because just like I was saying, man, if you want to kill a man, you bury his story, because his story is the key to his mind. You understand? Just your life is your personal history. You know, understanding that your life is your personal history. Your life is also a part of world history. Just as your life is your personal history, your life is also a part of world history, depending on how you apply yourself to the world. You know what I'm saying? This is why history and his story is so important. Because like I say, it's not about the body, bro. If you really want to kill a man, damn the body. It ain't about the body, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about his story. You know. And just like I was saying, as a matter of fact, you need the body to be in perfect condition. You need the body to be in perfect condition, because you still need these people to labor and work for you. Because that is the greatest. That is the greatest feat of capitalism. Is keeping man ignorant, and keeping his body as the ultimate, the ultimate workhorse and the ultimate labor form of labor. For your capitalistic greed and gain. To keep him ignorant of himself and of knowledge. This is, and that's the cardinal sin. That's what Jesus was saying. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, because the lack of knowledge is the cardinal sin. The ignorance is the cardinal sin. Everyone is ignorant to some degree, but to be willfully ignorant and to fight to hold on to that ignorance. It's just like I was saying. None of you are American, as much as you would like to fly the flag. America is a murderer, a destroyer, a deceiver, a deliberate miseducator, everything that you can think of. A devil on all levels, a devil on all levels. And everything that America has came from, taking from another people. And just like I say, so many people always be like, oh, you can't live in the past. We didn't do this, we didn't do that. You can't just always talk about slavery and all this. Oh, they always try to give this whole sarcastic air about it, when, dude, just like I was fucking saying, bro, this whole country was born in murder and complete genocide and in robbery and theft. So if it was born that way, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. That's the way it's gonna go out. And for the people who've already been through the grand struggle, there will be a great exodus, but only for those who are truly conscious and understand and believe and know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Understanding, just like I was saying, man, the whole word game that they played on all of us, man, and all of the myths and all of the bullshit myths, the support the troops myth, all this bullshit that America be shooting to support the troops myth, the whole stop the bullies myth, the whole damn, the whole save the children myth. Support the troops, and that's bullshit, because that's on CNN and Fox News. The last thing that you ever see them interview is surviving families of troops that have passed on, and troops that have been killed in war. The last people that you see CNN and Fox interview are troops, really. You know what I'm saying? You don't ever even see them interview troops and ask them how they feel about America. You serve your country, any of this, because there's no, there's too much and so much going on. As a matter of fact, the military is like the ultimate form of slavery. The military is like the ultimate form of slavery, to where people would up their rifles and die for people in a government, who wouldn't even do the same for them. And all the way to a point where not only would they not do the same for them, but they were the ones who caused these wars to a great extent. They're the ones who caused these wars to a great extent, and they put these wars up. You understand? You know, they're the ones who you know, flew the planes into the buildings in 9/11. You know, just as you've never seen any interviews with any of these surviving troops' families. You know, troops that have their legs and arms blown off, and you know, families torn apart by the American hierarchy. You know, in the elite regime of America. You know, why? Why have you never seen any interviews of people asking the troops? You know, or you're very hard pressed to catch that. You're very hard pressed to catch that, and that's just very interesting that you're very hard pressed to catch that. You know, and like I say, the whole save the troops bullshit, because the number they're just throwing our troops everywhere and putting them in war. You know, just like I was saying, 9/11, man, they blew up those towers. You know, if you ever heard of Building 7 right around the corner from the tower just fell, bro. Just fell like several hours before the towers were hit. You know, you had the planes that were supposed to hit, the planes that supposedly hit the Pentagon, the one that supposedly fell going to Washington. You know, you've never seen CNN interviewing any grieving families from those two supposed flights. You've never heard of any bodies being dug up from the wreckage from those two supposed flights. If you know about, especially the one concerning the Pentagon, especially in the incident concerning the Pentagon in 9/11. That wasn't even a plane that hit the Pentagon. That was a missile. That was a missile that hit the Pentagon. And you know, there's the Arlington Cemetery is right across from the Pentagon. You know, and the point that was hit at the Pentagon, the Arlington Cemetery is right across from it. So if that was a plane that hit the Pentagon, then why isn't there any plane debris? You know, there wasn't any report of any plane debris or any kind of, you know, of any kind of plane wreckage or any kind of human bodies, or there wasn't no trees or light poles knocked down the Arlington Cemetery. You know, it wasn't no shit. You know, there was no wreckage in the Arlington Cemetery and no evidence of a plane. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a missile that hit the Pentagon. And not just that, but they had evacuated that whole area of the Pentagon a week before 9/11. So, you know, it was really just game for whatever stage attack they really wanted to do, because it was going to be, you know, it was going to be reconstructed and taken out anyway, because they had vacated that area a week before. So it was just like Building 7 falling several hours before, you know, the towers got hit. You know, it's really the same preparation concept, you know. And people not being honest about that in 9/11. You know, white people wondering why, oh, you know, our Constitution being attacked, our laws are being attacked, our laws are being taken away. You know why? Because you're not American. The real America is destroying its own Constitution just to freak you out and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, and because you're not American. Like I said, you're a child of the Most High to me.